Yeah, it's CC, the CEO. Wanna change your life? Come see me, yo. I'ma teach you how to build up wealth for your family, not just for yourself. I'm a bestseller, a house flipper, a businesswoman, a go-getter, a big investor, a gold builder that could teach you to get richer like millions, baby. You really about to fill your savings. You about to have multiple streams to pass your children, baby. Let me teach you to get your credit on track in the long run. You'll make it all back at Catalyst and watch it all psychology black-owned firm, but we ain't all black.
What's up, everybody? Happy month. Happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day, everybody. It's your girl, Constance Carter. And this is the girl. I'm sorry. I'm actually creating a banner. Let me tell you why. It's because today, you know how I love to be interactive. I love for you to talk back to me and talk black to me. Well, today I want to extend the invitation, and I'm going to say this throughout the entire time that we're live here today. Is I want to, for those of you who want to come live with me and get on camera and have a conversation, have a dialogue about whatever it is that we're talking about, I want you to come live with me. So if you are interested in coming and getting on screen and having a dialogue, anybody, this goes out to anybody who wants to have a conversation live, no dumb shit, but we're going to talk about whatever it is we're talking about. Go to talkblack2me.com. Yep, let me make sure it works. Talkblack2me.com. So if you come live, if you want to come live with me and you want to have a discussion or you have an opinion on anything, talk black to me. It's not working. Now it is working. All right. Okay, cool. If you want to come in here, come on in here. You'll be backstage. So it'll show me that you're backstage. And so my assistant is going to ask you some questions. But come on in here and have a conversation. So listen, today is Labor Day. I was debating on if I wanted to come because, it's a holiday and a lot of you guys are off work and maybe some of you guys don't want to have a conversation, but I said, you know what, let's just go ahead and have a lighthearted conversation on this Monday. So, I see, the first thing I see when I woke up this morning that Donald Trump was dead. And so I just wanted to kind of address what they're talking about, the rumors and all that. But let's see. Let me look at the comments because I see some folks up in here. So if this is your first time coming live with me, my name is Constance Carter. It's your girl Constance Carter, and I come live every single day. My hope is to educate people on wealth building opportunities, on just exposing to different things, whether it's wealth, whether it's love, whether it's health, because wealth is a holistic experience. It's not just about how much money you make. And I'm always trying to give, you tips on ways that you can grow your money and not blow your money. That's the reason why this is called the Grow Your Money Podcast. But also I want to talk to you about just different ways to enhance your life, period. Today is we'll say this on this Money Monday. It's not going to be a mindless conversation. We'll talk about a bunch of different things, but I did want to converse about this whole idea of Donald Trump being dead. That's one. But if this is your first time being here, put in the comments that you're new here. And I want to shout you out because listen, we are a family. Everybody that comes in here live every single day, they know what's up. So I see Naomi, good morning from New York City. I see Tamara from South Carolina. The other folks, who else we got in here? So if this is your first time, put that this is your first time. Okay. Secondly, wherever you're watching from, because I know we have people that watch from all over the world, whether you are in Europe, Australia, we have people in China, we have people in Africa that watch here live as well. So we want to shout you out too. Okay. So if you are, I see Black Panther. I didn't know you was from Sacramento. Black Panther. I used to own a building, a commercial space out there called the Co-op Spot. It was a dope ass building that I had. I wish I had some pictures of the Co-op Spot, but I had this great building. And you know what? I used to look at it, not as though I was the owner. Let me see if I have some pictures. I used to look at it like, dang, because in over there, we didn't have a whole lot of things like that. And so I would look at it like a third person. And I would be like, dang, this is Black owned. And then I'd be like, wait a minute, I own this shit. And it was a beautiful space. I'm trying to see if I could find it. But I don't know. Have we met? Have you been to the Co-op Spot? I ended up selling that spot last year because I'm going to be investing in some commercial space out in the East Coast. It's hard being an absentee owner. And I will tell you this. I had people that were working for me that was actually stealing money from me when I had that place. And that was a very, very unfortunate situation when you have people that you love and you respect and you admire and you're hoping that they're going to do the right thing and they don't. And so I had somebody who was actually over that was actually stealing money from me. But this is the co-op spot. Let me sit. Let me show you. So damn. Let me see if I could. How can I show y'all the co-op spot? I can't. Yeah, I can't. It's too much work. I should have had anyway. I had this dope ass spot called the co-op spot, and this is what it looked like. So I had this beautiful, amazing conference room. Wait, let me see. I had this conference room out there, and it had classrooms. I had a podcast studio, these beautiful offices. And so we rented out, we had events there, we had an auditorium. It was really amazing. Here's the auditorium right here. It was just a great space. Here's me chilling in the conference room. So anyway, here's one of the offices. I had a designer come in and just really design out the offices. It was really nice space. Yeah. And then here's the collaboration room. It's pretty fresh. Anyway, I plan to in the DC area, I plan to open up something like this in the DC area for folks who are in Washington, DC. So I ended up selling that. And I'm going to do another one out here. So for those of you who, wherever you're watching from, again, I love to shout you out. So talk back to me and talk Black to me. Okay. So where are you watching from? So right here, talk Black to me. If you want to get on here with me and talk live to me, go to talkblacktomeme.com. And I'd love to have a conversation with you. Finally, for all the Black owned businesses out there, y'all, I want to shout you out. I want to shout out the Black owned businesses. So if you are a Black owned business or you know of a Black owned business, please put their information in the comment. Okay, I see. Oh, Kenny, you're in the DMV. Okay, great. That's what I was just saying. I'm going to open up another co-working space event venue in the DMV. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we can meet, we can connect, and maybe we can collab. Okay, LaShawn, I see you from the DMV too. Yes. All right, cool. You know what? I noticed? Okay, so I don't know if you, so God, I've got so much to talk about. So let me go back. I have I have people on my website, and on my website, I see Dennis from the Midwest. People on my website, I had a surge of folks on my website over the last few days. A surge, like a lot of people on my website for some reason, and and so my website tells me like where people are clicking from. A lot of folks from Maryland are on here for some reason, and I don't know what's going on in Maryland and why so many people in Maryland are curious about Constance Carter. But I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds of people from Maryland, from different places in Maryland alone, are on my website. So, but welcome the DMV folks. Listen, I'm outside. Speaking of outside, and listen, Black owned businesses, please put them in the comments because we want to support you. Because here's the thing about being Black is that there is a Black tax. So I don't know if you know that there is a tax that is put upon Black people. And I always say when I come here, and I always want to just encourage you to do business with Black people because other communities are unapologetic about, what's up, G. Macbeth from Compton? Other communities are unapologetic about doing business with people who look like them. It's only when we decide that we want to be intentional about supporting our own that we're guilted, that people say that, oh, you're being racist because you're only, listen, I'm Black, I'm proud, okay, Zelma, exotic fragrances and things. Put where they could find your business. So what's your website? What's your address? I want people to patronize you, okay? And I want us, so 3% of Black businesses in Black communities are owned by Black. Okay, my TED Talks, I don't know. 3% of businesses in Black communities are Black owned. I don't know if you know that, less than 3%. Okay, so when you go into a Black community, and there's this whole idea that Black people don't support each other, that we have $2 trillion in spending power, but we do not spend with each other. And the issue is not that we're not spending with each other, it's not so much is that we don't have enough Black businesses to support or do business with because we're just not creating businesses in the way that we should. So I always love to shout us out. I always want to make sure that we support each other first. So I am unapologetically Black first. So if you on here for the first time and you don't know, or you feeling some kind of way about me being unapologetically Black, Let me tell you something. Jews are unapologetically Jewish first, and they are supporting their own first, and they speak about it. Asians are unapologetically Asian first. Hispanics are unapologetically Hispanic first. So nobody else has a problem with anybody else, supporting their own business. But a lot of times when it comes to us, there's a problem. I want us to move away from that. There's this idea that we don't do good business. There's this idea that I don't do business with Black people. So I want to make sure that you are absolutely doing business with Black people. Okay. So I see you, Karen, from the Bronx. I see you, Ayanda, first time from the NYC. What's up, baby? Okay, so no matter where you're watching from, I see we have about 420 something people on here right now. Listen, I'm on 8 different platforms. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Boyce Watkins Black Excellence channel. I'm on Constance Carter's, my Facebook. I'm on my personal Facebook, my business Facebook. I'm on my YouTube page. I'm on the Fly Nubian Queen platform as well. So you guys, make sure that you're following all those pages. So if you're not on Boyce Watkins Black Excellence channel, make sure you follow Boyce Watkins Black Excellence channel. If you don't follow Constance Carter, please follow me on all platforms. Follow me on, go to my YouTube page. I am Constance Carter, and my Facebook page, my Instagram, my TikTok. I post good ass shit. I post good shit on my stuff. And so my dad be mad at me for cussing and know that I do cuss and I love the Lord. My dad be mad at me for cussing, but he ain't watching this because he's calling me right now. So I know he can't hear me cussing right now. So I'm gonna cuss all I want to because my daddy ain't listening right now. He might listen later. I might get a phone call. I might get in trouble. But for now, I'm gonna curse my ass off. Okay, I see you, JNF Enterprises, located in Baltimore, Maryland. What type of business is JNF Enterprises? What do you do? How do they contact you? Okay. So y'all listen, today, I see you first time in Dallas. I see you. So today, y'all, okay, we're going to talk about Trump, the rumor of Trump being dead. We are, because I know that's what you guys came on here for probably. But y'all, okay, Gwen Adams, Akron, Ohio, eat at my table. Listen, okay, I want you to go follow her. Gwen Adams, what is your website? How do they get in contact with you? That's what also I need you guys to put on here too, okay? Also, remember, if you want to come live with me, go to talkblack2me.com. I am inviting you to join the stage with me. I'm inviting you to hop on here and have a dialogue about whatever it is that we're talking about. We might just be, shooting the breeze or whatever, but I'm inviting you to come on here live and talk to me about some things, okay? So if you want to come live with me, go to talkblack2me.com. Make sure your lighting is right. Make sure your microphone, like we can hear you. And I want to have a conversation. I want to have an engaging conversation with intelligent people. I don't want no dumbasses to get on here saying their stupid ass shit. I want to have an engaging conversation. If you have something that you want to say, okay? So please, the way this works for me is I love to engage with people in the audience. I love to engage with the chat. I love for you guys to talk back to me. That's why I put it on the screen. But also, if you want to come on here, I want you to come on here as well and talk to me as well, okay? So, y'all, okay. So today I'm starting, I'm doing a cleanse. I was just talking to my brother, Eric, the other day, and, I've been eating really bad, and I've gained a lot of weight since I've been here. I've gained 18 pounds, and, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. So I've gained a lot of weight. And, so I got on a scale this morning, and I weighed myself. So I'm starting a diet today. I got on a scale. What's up, Christina? Guess how much I weigh? And don't you guys say nothing absurd. But guess how much I mean, be honest, but don't be absurd. Don't be absurd. Dennis, you want to hop on here with me? So guess how much I weigh? I weighed myself, and I was not pleased when I got on a scale this morning. But what do you think? How much do you think I weigh? The older you get to 50, the less fucks you give about things like that. Like, I would have never said this in my 20s. Robert. Oh, God, Robert. Oh, I don't weigh 185. Shit. I look like I weigh 185, Robert. Damn. Extra 22 pounds, 177. Cool, Jay. Okay. I'm 5'4.5". I'm 5'4.5", Lynn. So Roger said 185 pounds. Who else? What else y'all think? LaShawn from the DMV said 104. Thank you, LaShawn. You're so generous. LaShawn said 100. Thank you, LaShawn. That was very nice. Bradley said 145 pounds, 160, Naomi. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Actually, Cool J was almost right. I weigh 176 pounds. So when I'm not trying to be skinny because I'm a grown ass woman and I'm almost 50. So, your girl ain't trying to be like 130 pounds, nothing like that. It's nothing like that. Like if I was 130 pounds, I'd be too small. I ain't trying to be all skinny like that. But 176 pounds is just way too heavy. And I have been avoiding the scale. I know I come on here live on Thursdays with Dr. J, and she'd be like, you need to weigh yourself every day. I don't weigh myself. Okay, you're right with me, Lynn. I don't weigh myself because I don't want the accountability. But now I've made a decision in my mind that I'm going to do something today. And I wanted to do a cleanse. You is not big, girl. You 4 pounds less than me and I'm 5'7". See, you're taller than me. So that means I'm thicker than you. And okay. So if y'all want to see what it looked like, let me show you what it looked like in person. So let me go to my page. It don't really, I'm gonna show y'all. Okay. It ain't bad, but it's a little bit bigger and I'm feeling real buff. Somebody that I had posted something. I think I was posting a video of me in a car the other day and this guy DM me, he goes, ooh, juicy. And I'm like, that's not cute. I don't want to be juicy. I don't want to be juicy. He thought he was giving me a compliment. I was like, yeah, Monday I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this. But look, let me just show you. Okay, so this is about the size I am. Let me show you. Okay, where's okay, I can't even show you my stories because I'm live. Let me see. I can't see my stories. When I'm now, I'm not trying to be skinny because I'm a grown ass woman. Okay, so I can't show you my stories because I'm live, but I just kind of wanted to show you kind of like what I'm rocking with right now. And it is a little bit bigger than what I like to be. So today, I'm telling you this because I just want to be accountable. All right. I'm telling you this strictly for accountability. I'm 176 pounds today. And I'm starting this cleanse today. I'm doing the JJ Smith smoothie fast. So I just did my first smoothie pass. You want me to? I don't know if standing up is going to be a good idea. Let me tell you why. Is because I got this crop top on. I don't know. I got this crop top on. Okay, so I got this little crop top. No. This is what I'm gonna do. I got this little crop top on. I don't want you to see all the little meat. All right, so let me show you. It's a little bit big for me. Okay, hold on. Let me show you what I'm looking like these days. Let's see. How do I share my? Okay, let me share my screen. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today, by the way. I'm glad that you guys are bored. Let me show you my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. But okay, so really, I just was on here. I just went into my stories. So I don't even know how to get on my Instagram page from my let me see. See if I can log in. Which I'm sure I can. Let me try to log on Facebook. Anyway, I just want to kind of show you where I am. And like I said, the reason why I'm telling you is because of accountability. So today I'm 176 pounds. And I'm doing this fast. And this is kickstarting, right? So let me tell you what I be eating. I eat a lot of I cook. And since I've been, not married, I've been cooking a lot of really good gravy-fied foods. And my son, my youngest son, he loves it. He'd be like, Mom, cook some smothered chicken. Mom, cook some smothered. Like everything is smothered. And so I be cooking I be smothering shit my ass off. Okay, so now I can get in here. So that's the reason why I've gained so much weight. Plus I eat cheese all day. I eat like cheese and grapes. So in 2 weeks, my goal for you guys that are watching, my goal is to be down 12 pounds. So you guys think I could be down 12 pounds in 2 weeks? So I'm 176 pounds right now. You think I could be down 12 pounds in 2 weeks? So that's the goal. So I'm telling you this because sometimes I don't like really complete my diets. Sometimes I don't. And so I'm telling y'all this because I want y'all to hold me accountable because I am really, I'm really motivated. I have a bike I haven't ridden in a year. I have a road bike that I bought. I paid $1,500 for that mug, and I'm going to start riding that bike. and just getting out there and getting outdoors and just really exercising. That's another thing too, is I've exercised for the last 15, 17 years, and I haven't exercised a lot lately. So that's another thing as well. So hold on, let me just show you real quick. Let me show you what it really looked like. Let's see. I got in. Let me see. Let me see. Again, thank y'all for rocking with me. Oh, by the way, my girl Jahari. Okay, she's backstage on the ones and twos right now. Jahari has a new book coming out called Fuck That Job. Jahari is part of the Net 7 Collective. And let me tell y'all something. As a result of fucking with the Net 7 Collective, these ladies are authors. Y'all hear me? So Jahari has just written, this is her second book. She just finished a journal. And I don't know if you know about the Net 7 Collective, but I have made 20 women at this point, authors. 17 of them wrote this book. Right now we're doing children's books, but the Net 7 Collective, as a result of working with Constance Carter and the Net 7 Collective, Jahari is coming out with her new book, Fuck That Job. I think she's releasing it on the 5th. So you guys make sure you support her. I love that for you, Jahari. Congratulations, man. That's so dope. So how do I go into my stories? How do I look at my stories? Okay, so I go home. Y'all rocking with me, right? Okay, I go to I am Constance Carter. Okay. So, okay, this weekend I was at I was at a party. I was at a couple parties. Damn. Oh, you know what? Let me tell you why. I have 2 profiles. I have one. So on my personal, she plays the bass. I don't know if y'all know that I play the bass. But on my personal profile called She Plays the Bass, I put like more of my personal stuff on there that I don't put on my business one. But so this is what I look like. This is us at an all Black National Convention. There was that was Miss Black Hollywood, Tiara. I didn't know Dr. Lene and Tiara. That's what it looked like. And let me just tell y'all.
No! Don't go, CC. Hey!
Let me tell you something. We have a good time everywhere we go. But that's what it looks like now. It's a little bit larger than I want to be. So I'm about 18 pounds bigger. 160 is a good weight for me. So today I'm at 176. Y'all clock me in 2 weeks. Let's see where I'm at. I'm doing a smoothie. I'm gonna still cook for my kids, but I'm gonna stay focused and I'm gonna stay on it. So if anybody wants to be my accountability partner, if anybody wants to, start with me today, let's do it. Let's get this weight off. Okay. All right. Live weight loss video journal. Let's go. Let's do it. So today I've already drank one smoothie. I had some water. I did my smoothie. And let's see. You like that kind of weight, Rob? You said I was 185 pounds, though. That's like, hurt my feelings. 185 pounds. God damn. Feather, listen, I love smothered chicken too. Listen, it'd be good. It'd be good. That smothered chicken be good. Dennis, thank you for Black is Beautiful. And then, okay, it's Monday. So before we get into it, again, thank y'all for hanging out with me on this Labor Day. I always like to tell you what I did over the weekend. Okay. And I don't have anything prepared, but let me just share my shit again. So I want to know before I go further, what did you do over the weekend? So if you're new here, if you haven't been on here before, we like to share kind of like how our weekend was and what we did over the weekend. So I want to, just kind of share with you what I did over the weekend. I had a great weekend. On Friday, Layla Hathaway came to DC. Let me tell you something. I freaking love Layla Hathaway. I love my life. My friend, one of my best friends, I've been knowing him for 30 years. He plays bass. I don't know if you know him. His name is Pick Funk. And he plays the bass for Layla Hathaway and Janet Jackson. He's actually the music director, the MD for Janet Jackson and Layla Hathaway. Also, his brother Jubu. If you know anything about music, he played for Frankie Beverly and Maze for the last 25 years. So they're like my brothers. And I got to hang out with them because they were here with Layla. So we went to the Layla Hathaway concert. And then afterwards, oh my God, let me tell you guys, I'm a bass player. So I met Marcus Miller, the best bass player alive. I met Marcus Miller. Like that was the highlight. I got a picture with Marcus Miller on Friday night. I was so happy. So I got to meet him. And then after the Lalah Hathaway concert, we all went to this club, like it was at the Wharf. So we went to this club called 12 Stories. I got to hang out. My friend Eric, who's the bass player for Lalah, he never goes out. He's like, he's played for everybody. He's played for Rihanna, Beyonce, like everybody, but he don't party. So the fact that we got to bring him, we had forced him out. Actually, I wasn't even planning on going out to the club with them. Eric and I were going to go out to eat afterwards. Eric, I and Jubu wanted to go to the club, but Eric and I were going to go out to eat, and we ended up going to the 12 Stories. So, Lalah Hathaway and her crew, me, Eric, and some other friends, we went out and we went to 12 Stories and we partied. So that was Friday. That was cool. Saturday, so I have some friends here. So I have an amazing life. Like, I've met some really great people since I've been in the DMV. So I have some friends that live right around the corner he has this big old estate home, and he has this huge barbecue every year. It's called the Ain't Nothing Better to Do Backyard Barbecue, baby. So it's the Gordon brothers. I hang out with them from time to time, go over there, smoke some cigars. And that's why my voice is real deep right now. I'm going to cut back on them cigars because I don't want to be sounding like a man, but my voice is feeling real like deep right now. And I think it's because of that cigar I smoked the other day. But I hung out with them on Friday. They had this huge barbecue on Saturday. And then on Sunday, my friend Easy Street, he's a local DJ here, celebrity DJ, and he has this rooftop party maybe once a month. And I went there on Sunday. So I had a really busy weekend, and I just, I wasn't going to do all that, but I said, you know what? This is the last weekend before Labor Day, and I'm going to go back into hibernating and hiding. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So, but this weekend I had a really full day. Here's the thing. It takes a lot for me to get off my couch. And so there was a couple of events where I was like, okay, I'll get off my couch. So let me just show you just a couple of highlights.
Showed up.
Hey,
Shout
Eric.
What do you do?
Layla. He's the sound guy. Singer.
What y'all know about
Marcus Miller.
Super?
Oh my God. That was a highlight.
Shout out Air Magazine. Buy her own bottle.
Saturday.
Look, pimp juice, I keep it running. Bad than a mother. Oh,
It was about 500 people there. In his backyard.
Oh, players, when you see me, act like you know me.
Saturday, a party.
I keep $1 worth of.
So I had a full weekend, had a really, really good time, and I think I'm going to hibernate. But with all that came a lot of, alcohol, vodka and cranberry, which is my drink of choice, only because I don't really know alcohol that well. So I just get a vodka and cranberry because that's the simplest thing. But, there's sugar and there's all of that. And so it's contributed to my weight. And so I got to get my ish together. So, that's what my weekend was. So what did you guys do? Robert, I love Lalah too, Robert. Oh my God. She was so great. It was great. Let me tell you something funny. So I came in the Marcus Miller. Oh my God, Leroy, you know about Marcus Miller? Oh my God. So I've met Lalah many a times. She's cool. Love her. I was fangirling when I seen Marcus Miller. Y'all don't know, as a bass player, to meet the best player in the world. And he was so dope. Like, look why you want to take me up to his room. Anyway, it was so awesome. But what was I going to say? Oh, what was funny was, so I went, I was backstage with them before the show started. So when I came upstage, up to the front, somebody escorted me to the front. And so I'm talking to this guy that I know, and some lady comes up to me and she goes, Lalah? And I was like, no, I'm Constance. She was like, oh, I thought you were Lalah Hathaway. We look nothing alike. And then another lady comes up to me right after that. She comes, shakes my hand. Like, another lady comes up to me, and she goes, are you Layla's sister? And I said, no, I'm not. And she was like, oh my God. And it was a whole front row. She was like, we all thought you were Layla's sister. We had a whole scenario. We were talking about how good you sing. We were talking about all this stuff. We thought you were her. She's like, you have a whole little fan group over here. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, I don't even look like her. But I told Layla later on that night, I was like, 2 people came up to me, thought either I was you or I was related to you. So that was funny as well. But I don't even know where that came from. I don't even know why they thought I was anybody. Probably because the people were, they were escorting me and they were giving me, VIP. So that's probably why they thought I was somebody. But I actually had not really great seats because I had comp seats. So when you get comp seats, they'll sit you wherever. So I wasn't sitting in the front. I was sitting kind of in the nosebleeds, but they just were, it was taking care of me. So, but that was cool. It was a great weekend. I really, really enjoyed it. And I'm ready for the week. You think, no, Layla actually is hella skinny now. Did you, y'all? Oh my God. Layla is, you said physical profile. Are you talking about weight? I don't know what the hell she doing, but she lost hella weight. And that actually inspired me too. Cause I was like, shit, she is hella small. Let me show you what she looked like nowadays. She is really, let me see, which one is it? Not that one. Not that one. We have fun. Not that one. No. Hold on. But she's tiny. She lost a lot of weight. Oh, let me hit a go one right here. And then hold on, y'all. Hold on. Wait one second. Because I need y'all to see. Because she used to be a little bit thick, but she's like way skinnier. I mean, she's small now. Let me see. I think it's the one with the bottle girl. And turns out the bottle girl was my daughter's little friend that she went to New York with a couple last month. I didn't even know that was my daughter's friend. Let me see. Okay. So let me show you. I got to pull it up. Hold on. Let me see. Let me show y'all. Because we don't. She said I need to get to Trump Dead. You said I need to get to Trump Dead, Jahari? Hold on. We talking about my weekend. This is Labor Day. I know people want to know if Trump's dead. But I just want y'all to see. Where is my entire screen? Okay, I'm gonna show y'all my entire screen. So, all right. So I just want you to see how skinny she is. Okay, so this little cute girl is my daughter's friend, which I didn't know. Right. But look at, wait, that's Eric. Can you see? That's her right there. Wait, that's her right there. You see how small she is right there, right? Right there. She's tiny. And then, hold on. There she is right here too. She don't really look tiny on that video because her clothes is baggy, but the girl is skinty. So yeah, she's lost a lot of weight as well. So anyway, so that was my weekend. So listen, the first thing I saw when I woke up this morning, I hope you guys had an awesome weekend too, though. And again, thank you guys for hanging out with me and just sharing some whatever. It's Labor Day, and hopefully y'all ain't working. She does look really good though, y'all. She looks amazing. And I'm like, okay, stop there, because we don't want, we grown ass women, we don't want to be too small, but she looks great. But the first thing I saw when I woke up this morning was that Trump was dead. And so I seen all of these little pieces, these little think pieces about Donald Trump being dead. Now, again, I want to have a conversation with somebody. So if you want to get on here and talk to me, go to talkblack2me.com and hop on here with me and let me know what your opinion is. Do you think Donald Trump is dead? Because a lot of people are saying that he's dead. Then he posted something on Truth Social, because that's the only place that he likes to post. But the video that they did see, that they did say, they showed him going to his going golfing. Somebody showed that it was the exact same video from like 5 years ago. So they're saying if he's not dead, something is definitely wrong with him. He's having some medical issues. Now, I don't know if you saw what's going on with his legs. His legs are like this big. He has something going on with his hands. They're saying that that may be his kidneys or his organs shutting down. I know JD Vance said that, listen, he's in the best health ever. Donald Trump says he's in the best health ever. All politicians do is lie anyway. So I don't believe nobody in nowhere, nothing, because all they do is lie. But he did say that, if if something did happen, I'm ready to take charge. This 200 days of me being the VP has given me enough training ground to run the country. So my question to you is, number one, do you think he's dead? Do you think he's sick? Do you think he's dead? So what do you think? Do you think Donald Trump is dead? Do you think Donald Trump is sick? Is there something going on? Is there something sinister going on with Donald Trump? Robert said they predicted this on The Simpsons, and I did look that up, and they were saying in 2024 on The Simpsons, I think that they predicted that he died, but he didn't die. You know, he faked his whole this whole shooting thing to just kind of bolster his popularity, and it worked for the simpletons. I don't know if you know, but the average grade level for Trump supporters, did you guys know? The average grade level for Trump supporters is 3rd grade. That's the reason why he says, I love the poorly educated. He said, I can go out in the middle of New York and shoot somebody and they will still support me. He understands how loyal these people are. Now, if he is dead, or if JD Vance had to take over, do you think that the Republican Party or MAGA would still have the same type of momentum that they have right now under JD Vance? Do you think that they would lose the momentum? If you understand what's going on, you know that Trump is merely a puppet. He is only carrying out the plan of Project 2025. That's the only thing he's doing, and the only thing he doesn't care about destroying the country. He doesn't care about what it's doing. 300,000 Black women have lost their jobs. He doesn't care about what it's doing to the economy. Trump loves power. He is a raving narcissist, and so I don't think he even has a concept of what he's doing to destroy the country, but he loves the power that it brings. And and then his base being that their average grade that they've completed is 3rd grade. Their average reading level is of 3rd grade. Their comprehension skills are lacking, right? So the people who support him, their comprehension skills lack big time, which is a problem. And he has that charisma because he knows how to divide and conquer. There has never been a time since the Civil War that America has been so divided. This is the divided states of America. Truly, he is not the leader of the country. He is the leader of the Republican Party only, and everybody else is his enemy. That's not how you run a country. That's not how you build a country. You build a country by bringing people together, which JD Vance helped to write. So, but Trump just being a puppet, JD Vance, I think they put him in office knowing that he wasn't going to be able to finish his full term. Do you guys, let me ask you that, and create a banner for me, Jahari. Do you think he's going, if he's not dead, do you think he's going to last his full term? Do you think if he's not dead, is he going to last his full term? I'm interested in knowing if you guys think that. What do you guys think about that? So number one, is he dead? If he's not dead, is he sick? Okay. And is he going to last his full term? That's what I want to know. Is he dead? Is he alive? If he's not dead, is he sick? If he's not sick, or if he is sick, is he going to last the full 4 years? Now, to that other question, another question to that though is, do you think that Governor Newsom, is he dead? Do you think Governor Newsom is sufficient to kind of rumble with him? Do you think that that's making an impact on the political climate? So I don't know if you've seen all the things that Governor Newsom is doing, but Governor Newsom is kicking that man's ass, and he's doing it. He's actually, let me see if I can find some of his videos. But he's actually playing Trump's game. He's actually doing what Trump does. He's being sarcastic. He's being cynical. He's doing all the things. And here's the thing. You saw Cory Booker and his filibuster, and that was very novel. And I'm gonna do a speech, but ain't shit happen. Everybody's trying to do things above board. You see, Jasmine Crockett, she talks her shit too, and I love it. But nobody's really doing nothing, and the only thing that they say is we have no power. All they do is complain. But my question to you is, do you think what Governor Newsom is doing, do you think that's going to have any type of impact on the election? We talked last week about the gerrymandering, how Texas is trying to steal the election for the Republicans in the midterms. Now, what do you think is going to happen? When does the midterm election start? I think in February 2026 is that when the midterms start? So so do you think that Governor Newsom is making an impact? Do you think that it's going to do anything? What's really happening politically? What are we doing? Naomi said this country would go chaotic mode if something happened to MAGA. You think so? So do you think Governor Gavin Newsom is handling Trump? Is it making an impact? Do you think that? What do you think? And oh, by the way, if you want to come on here live with me, go to talkblack2me.com. So that's what I want to know. So I want to go to the ABNC 2025 was lit. Christina, did we talk? You should come on here. Hold on. Let me go. Do I walk? I do. I do walk. Yes. Let me go back to what we're talking about right now. You said I could use 7 pounds in 14 days if you limit your calories. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. You smoke cigars too? Okay. I smoke Fat Bottom Betty's. What you smoke? All right. Okay. Okay, hold on. Church leaders arrested in multi-million-dollar scam. What was that? What is that? Black Panther. I'm so serious. Trump supporters have an average reading comprehension level of the 3rd grade, and that's the reason why. And it's unfortunately, they should make them really. Remember, they used to do for literacy tests for Black people when they were trying to make them, when they were trying to see if they can vote. They should do comprehension tests for Trump, for people before they vote, so they can understand what it is that they're voting for. Also, they need to take away the Electoral College, because the Electoral College, it needs to be one vote, one person. Who gives a damn about the rural people who they get more votes, they get more representation than they need to because of the Electoral College, which is not fair. Let's see. You said I believe whatever's going on with President Donald Trump's medical condition, he's going to stay strong. Okay. Christina said, I don't think Trump is dead, but it could be a publicity stunt. He likes attention. He does like attention. No, JD would be horrible, but he isn't backed by MAGA like old boy. It's so funny because I'll wake up and I'll see memes. Is he dead yet? Is he dead yet? It's all TV show to me. This episode is Trump is presumed dead. JD Vance would be worse. I agree. He's just a puppet. If he's dead, I don't think that will change what they are doing, because then now they have JD Vance, which they were. So the reason why Mike Pence did not run, he didn't. Well, first of all, Mike Pence broke away from him after the whole January 6th incident. Remember, he almost got killed, and because he's not a MAGA Republican, he's a true Republican. So he's a politician. So he understood. And so if he would have. So in order for them to carry out Project 2025 efficiently, they had to have somebody as a backup who would carry it out. No other politicians outside of JD Vance would be able to carry it out. So that's why it's paramount that the midterm elections, that, they fight fire with fire. So not only should California be fighting back and doing the same thing, all the other blue states, Illinois, Connecticut, all these other blue states should do the same thing just for this specific election. Because it's funny when you hear Republicans talk and they say everybody gerrymanders, but what happens when you talk about gerrymandering or when you talk about redistricting, they do that after every 10 years after the census is done. They don't do that during the midterm. This was specifically to steal seats for the midterm election. That's why it was done. It was not done so that we can. The whole point of redistricting is looking at the population, and now we're going to redistrict based upon our population. This is how we do it. We're going to count people. We're going to have representatives. Blah blah blah. That's how it's supposed to work. This specifically was to steal votes so that Trump could stay in power. And the governor of Texas, and it's so funny because when you go to the Texas governor's Instagram page, everybody hates him. Everybody's mad at him. Nobody supports him. If you go to Gary Newsom's Facebook page or Instagram page, everybody is like riding with him. People from other states, people from Texas even hate the governor of Texas. So he can kiss himself, his political career goodbye, especially if they don't win the midterms, especially if they end up impeaching Trump and getting cleaning out the office. What they call them, Hot Wheels can forget about he could forget about it all. Tamara said, I'm not sure if he's dead, but I don't think he will make 4 years. Christina said, I think he will last his full 4 years. I don't think he's going to last 4 years because I don't think his health is in the best shape. I know he's not dead, but I don't think he's going to last 4 years. Sophia said it's about time. This country will go chaotic mode if something happens to MAGA. Governor Newsom changes his tune sometimes, so I'm not sure. That's what a lot of people are saying too. Let me see what else. It's a mess. What else are you guys talking about? We have to vote in November. Okay, so November. Okay, got it. Well, the best I can ascertain is the Newsom thinks he can challenge Trump. Any impact on elections? Possibly. I think he's attempting early to secure a Democratic nomination for president. And, that's a strong possibility. But I think something needs to happen. Somebody needs to infiltrate what's going on because it's like everybody's hands are tied. I'm tired of them saying that they can't do nothing. I'm tired of them talking loud and ain't saying shit. These politicians talk loud but don't say nothing. Right, especially the Democrats. I feel like they're useless, and it's high time that we have somebody in there that's going to do something that's trying to make some kind of impact. It may work, it may not work, but at least it's something because ain't nobody else doing shit. Why do you think Donald dead? He was on TV 2 weeks ago. He could have died yesterday. He was already dead to me. I'd rather find. Woo! So he said, Reg Lee said he was already dead to me. I'd rather find Waldo. Wow. So listen, I don't know. Is he dead? He may be, he may not be. I don't know. But the truth is, we have to do something in these midterms to kind of make an impact. When you think about, here's the thing that makes me really mad, especially with these foundational Black Americans, these FBAs. And if any of you guys are on here watching, you FBAs, you guys talked a lot against Kamala Harris. You guys talked a lot about, you may not necessarily been supporting Trump, supposedly, but you talked a lot of people against Kamala Harris. And as a result, 300,000 Black women have lost their jobs. The Black unemployment rate is the highest that it has been in years. And you guys really thought Trump was going to do something for you. And now I need you guys to come back and apologize and take accountability and say, yeah, we fucked up. A lot of them Trump supporters are saying, yeah, we fucked up. Black folks, especially you FBAs that were anti-Kamala because of her policies around policing or prosecuting quote unquote Black men, which we know was found to be false. Y'all still spread that. And here we are today with over 300,000 Black women losing their jobs. And with over, with the unemployment rate being as high as it is. Here's the thing, though. The idea of these Black women losing their jobs, it's not as bad as you think. I think it's the genesis of something great that's getting ready to happen. And let me just tell you, I did a video that I dedicated to Black women because I saw how this has affected us. And I think, man, this is the start of something great. So watch this. In 2025, over 300,000 Black women have lost their jobs. And here's what blows my mind. This government had no idea what they were doing when they decided to release brilliance and excellence back into the streets. They thought they were taking our livelihoods. They thought they were crippling our families. But what they really did, they just unleashed the most educated demographic in America, Black women. We're the ones holding the degrees, the certifications, the credentials, and a lifetime of skills they can't take away from us. And they about to fuck around and find out. Because Black women, we don't crumble. We don't fold. Every rock that they throw at us, we use it to build the foundation for our next chapter. And mark my words, what they're going to see is new Black business owners launching brands that they can't ignore, new Black real estate investors building portfolios that will feed generations, new Black innovators creating solutions that shift industries, and new Black joint ventures pulling our brilliance and our dollars so that power stays with us. Because here's the truth. They may have underestimated us, but they didn't break us. They just freed us to work for ourselves instead of building somebody else's dream. What's coming next is a new Black wealth class, a class that owns more, earns more, and passes down more. A class that understands we are the CEOs of our own lives and the architects of our own future. So if you're one of those 300,000, this is your time. This is your moment. That layoff was not the end. It was the launch.
And the world's about to see exactly what happens when black women stop asking for a seat at the table and start building the whole goddamn house. Now drop a black fist in the comments and share this with someone who needs to hear this gem.
So this was my love letter to black women. I just wanted to encourage us that, yeah, they thought they was coming to break us. You know, a lot of the first place they went was in the government sector, and a lot of, especially here in the DMV, a lot of black women hold a lot of these great 6-figure positions. But what they gonna fuck around and find out who we really are. And you understand that when black women, black people in general, and I'm not just, this is not when, that's another thing too. When we talked about 106,000 black women lost their jobs a couple of months ago, that was in April. A lot of black men were commenting, good for them. Oh, they thought they had their degrees. It's like, no, we're family. This is us together. So if we lose, you lose. This is not good. Like, we got to be united. If the United States is divided, black men, black women, black families, we have to be united. We can't be divided. This is not us against them. Brothers, this is not against y'all. We are just the biggest losers in this because we're the most educated. We're the ones that are going to college, and we're the ones that are getting degrees. This does not negate you as a black man, because we got to build our families together. So that's the reason why I work with black women, is because there's this African proverb that says, when you teach a man, you teach an individual. But when you teach a woman, you teach a nation. What does that mean? A man is going to learn, but a woman is going to not only learn, she's going to share, she's going to grow, she's going to build legacy, she's going to teach her husband. If you look at the Proverbs 31 woman, my daughter her name is Aisha Kyle, which is a poem to the Proverbs 31 woman. And it talks about, you know, if you look at Proverbs 31, this woman of noble character, she goes out into the marketplace. She is spoken highly of. She is, you know, she has a business. She supports her husband. Her kids call her blessed. This is who we are as black women. We are that Proverbs 31 woman. That's what we want to be to you, black men. So this is not an effort to downplay black men. We need you. We can't make it without you. We need you to survive. So this is for us together. We have to build together. But for me, yes, we are one, Donnie. For me, we have to, you know, my goal is to help black women. My goal is to, build black women, because I know there is it says in 2053, this is why they're trying to accelerate this, y'all. There's a conscious effort to destroy our community. They've been doing this since the inception of this country. Okay, go to my pages and please look at some of my Black History spotlights, because I talk about it all the time. But since the inception of this country, there has been a conscious effort to destroy our people. After emancipation, what did we do, y'all? We started building communities. Yeah, we had neighborhoods and cities all over the country. And every time white mediocrity got mad, they would come and burn our shit and bomb it. The federal government helped bomb Black Wall Street. The bombs came from the sky, to destroy. Okay, every time we take 2 steps forward, they push us 10 steps backwards. So now we're trying to rebuild, right? So then what destroys Black Wall Street the second time? Because then they rebuilt. What destroyed it the second time? So they went from 600 businesses, now they have 300 businesses. Integration. So now when we no longer had to do business with Black people, we stopped doing business with Black people. Not only that, we stopped building Black businesses. And we stopped being investors and owners, and we started becoming consumers. Now we have to take that back. So then how do we destroy them again? Integration plus. Now they don't even have to hang us. Remember the Red Summer of 1919, where over 50 race wars all over the country. We weren't racing. We were being massacred all over the country. So now they don't have to do that no more, because now we do it to ourselves, because now they introduce drugs into our community. So now we're killing each other. They're just watching. They love it. We're doing the work of the devil. So now we're starting to see, oh shit, we've been played for the last 50 years. They played us. They played us to the left. Yes. So Black people, we got to start waking up. All that killing each other shit. Somebody told me that there was still gangs. I was like, there's people still gangbang? Like, really? Y'all still turfing over property you don't own? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. But it's part of the indoctrination that was put upon us, that we've accepted and adopted. I'm blaming us too. I'm not totally blaming them. But the idea of drugs and guns and all that was introduced into our community. They would put pallets of guns. They would just put them by railroad tracks just so Black people will find them and then start killing each other. Y'all know that. So we're starting to wake up to the ploys and the plots of what's really going on. Now we're starting to see that united we stand, divided we fall. Let them, like I said in the beginning, when this election first happened, we're going to mind our Black business and we're going to mind our Black business. It's time for us to take our communities back. F what they talking about. Okay. So now the Great Awakening is happening. Thank God for Donald Trump being in office. It's like a bad breakup, right? Glad that I had a bad breakup. You know why? Because I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for the hardships that I went through. Black people, we wouldn't be where we are or we're going to be if we didn't have the hardships that we've been through. If Donald Trump had not been in office, a lot of us would still be asleep. So let's take this time to mobilize and really start to build each other. One thing I had a video that went viral on all the different platforms. It's funny because you could be on, I'll post a video and I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna kill him with this. I get 20 views. And sometimes I'll do a video, it'll get a couple of views here, and then it'll go viral on another platform. So I did a video about don't buy a house with your spouse. And it went viral on all the different, it went viral on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, right? And so let me just show it to you real quick because I want you to look at it and I want you to understand what it is that I'm talking about, because a lot of people got the wrong idea of what I'm saying. And this is also about building our Black families. I'm about, even though I'm divorced, I was married over 20 years, 23 years. I was with my ex for over 30 years. Like, I know, like, I have a family. I'm all about supporting Black families. And it's funny because people are like, oh, well, she ain't even married. She's trying to give married people advice. I can give married people advice because I was married longer than most motherfuckers who's been married. But my goal is to build our people, right? My goal is to build Black families. And so I give this advice and people are like, she trying to put the devil in our marriage. She's trying to destroy. She's just all about, separate and divide and conquer. And it wasn't that. So let me just show you this video real quick. And then I want to talk about it real quick because I want you to understand the importance of it. If you've seen this video, if you've not seen this video, I want you to just kind of take a look at it and see what I'm saying, because this is part of the plan. This is part of the strategy that we need to adopt when we're looking at really building our wealth in our community. Watch this.
So when I sit down with my clients, there's a couple of things that I do.
Hold on. Let me start it over. How do I start?
Right, so when I sit down with my clients, there's a couple of things that I do. I'll say, number one, are anybody here married? Damn! Campus y'all? We gotta build these Black families, y'all. So the first thing I say is, if you married, don't buy a house with your spouse.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody said, oh, Constance, you trying to put the devil in my marriage. I said, nah, this one, sis, calm down. So this is why I say that. It's because if you buy that first property, I sit down with the couple and I'll say, look, this is what we gonna do. We're going to buy this property in your name. That way, we free up the debt to income ratio for the other person. We buy the other house in his name. So now y'all got two properties, and now your debt to income ratio isn't tied up in that one property. Now both of y'all, right? So even if you have a credit card, don't put the credit card in both y'all names. Don't put the car in both y'all names. Do everything separate. And then you put it in a living trust. So now everybody is entitled to it, right? So then now I have this one couple, they buy this first property. They take that money out of there. Now she gonna buy a property, right? Then he gonna buy a property. Then she gonna buy another property. They buy that first property as an owner-occupant, first-time home buyer. So now they're getting benefits of a first-time home buyer, owner-occupant. And now they're putting a minimal amount down. And so now that they're just building their portfolio that way. Now I got them do that, and then they do a multi-unit, and then they do a triplex. Now they build their whole entire portfolio out. But we sit down with them and we create this wealth plan first to determine, okay, how far are we going to go? And you only do that if you're able to qualify, right? Because everybody can't qualify on their own.
This video sparked a lot of controversy because people were saying, number one, I'm trying to tell people to commit mortgage fraud. I'm trying to separate spouses. I'm trying to make people, this is mine. I'm trying to make marriage be a business. Know what I'm trying to do, what I was conveying in that. And unfortunately, it was a lot of people who had limited thinking, right? A lot of people who were just don't understand. And I'm really trying to help us. So what I'm saying is, this is what I did. So I'm not telling you to do anything that I haven't done. I'll tell you this. When early on, if you've ever watched me, I'm very transparent about my journey. I filed bankruptcy in 2008, 2009. Started Catalyst Real Estate Professionals in 2010, which went on to become the largest Black-owned real estate firm in California. Before I filed bankruptcy, I had several properties. They were all in my name. Because they were all in my name, I filed bankruptcy. And so when I purchased my next property, I purchased the property in my ex-husband's name. I did that specifically was because I was going to buy a bunch of property in my name, and then I was going to buy a bunch of property in his name. And I ended up having to use that as, when I went from filing bankruptcy, I short sold our property and I ended up buying another property in his name. I was able to free up the debt to income ratio. He didn't even have to file bankruptcy because everything was in my name. So we still had somebody with some good credit when I had to file the bankruptcy. So I did this myself. I used a strategy myself, but this is the reason why I sat down and I talked to other married people and I say, okay, if you can afford it, that's the thing too. Everybody's like, hey, nobody afford that. This is not, if you can't afford it, it's not for you. Every strategy don't work for everybody. Okay. I'm telling people, if you can afford it, when you go in, because I want you to, the number one way to build wealth in this country, the 90% of wealth in this country is built through real estate. Okay. 80% of wealth is generated through real estate. 90% is passed through intergenerational. Okay. 80% of us, if you are in real estate, real estate is the number one way. So the more property you can accumulate, if you understand the strategy, you can do this. Buy the first property in one person's name, right? As an owner occupant, first time home buyer. You can, number one, you get a lower interest rate. Number two, you get a lower down payment. If you can afford it, okay? Then after you've built some equity, you buy the second house in the other person's name. I'm not saying buy two owner occupants at once. That's what people are accusing me of. I'm saying buy one property in one person's name, buy the other property in the other person's name. You can use the equity from this property as leverage to buy the second property. Now she's bought that property in her name. She's owner occupant, right? So now, if you're in a community property state and you purchase the properties while you are married, both of y'all are entitled anyway. So there's no separation of property, even though one person's on title, one person's not. Something happens, you get a divorce. They're equally entitled to the property. However, if you're not, that's okay as well, because what works is a living trust. Okay. That's the reason why a living trust is paramount. And I also talk about that on the video. You have to have a living trust. And let me just show you the video about the living trust, because I need you to understand, why it's so important. Let me see that one. Let me see if I can find that living trust one too. But I just want to give you, when I come here every day, sometimes I may talk some BS, but I also want to give you strategies in order to make sure that if we're building Black wealth, we're building these Black businesses, we're doing all these great things, you have to have a strategy. And if you want to get there quicker, then do it together. This is a strategy that you do it together. There's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And so I want you to be able to go far, and I want you to be able to get there so that you can build the wealth that you desire as Black people. That's my goal. I don't care about nothing else but about helping y'all build some wealth. So here's the thing about living trust.
A living trust is paramount. Does anybody know why you need a living trust? What happens if you die and your house is not in a living trust? Y'all know that, right? So let me just tell you this. So 15 years ago at this point, I buy this house in this affluent neighborhood. Everybody white. We're the only Black, we're the youngest. We're the only Blacks in here, right? So I'm like, okay, let me go see who. This is before I really knew about trust. So let me go see who live up in here. And I went to look, and I didn't tell who nobody was. You know why? Everybody had their house in living trust. So I'm trying to figure out what they do, who they were. I cannot find out anything because everybody's homes were in living trust. Now, fast forward to 3 years ago, I moved to Maryland, one of the most affluent Black communities in the country. Guess what I did? Guess what I could do?
Hold on, let me go back because stop sharing. Hold on. So what I was saying was, fast forward. So when I purchased this property in an affluent neighborhood some years ago, I went to go see who my neighbors were because we were the only Black people over there. And it was so funny because one of my neighbors first came up to me. He was like, how did you pull yourself up by your bootstraps to get over here? Like, motherfucker, what? Fuck. Anyway, so they thought we must have, whatever. pulled ourselves up by our bootstraps. And it's funny because even my kids' friends would say, oh, do your parents sell drugs? Because people never seen Black excellence or Black affluence or Black success in that way. And it's unfortunate. But the cool thing is when I moved to Maryland and 3,000 miles away, I go to an equally affluent neighborhood where there's Black wealth. 89% of the people that live in this neighborhood are owners and are Black people. And, they have, beautiful homes, Lamborghinis and Rolls Royces. They're way richer than I am. But when I went to go look them up, I was able to see all their business, who they were and all that, because they did not have their homes in living trust. And the difference between, 70% of white people who own homes have estate planning. 70% of Black people who own homes do not have estate planning. I don't know if you know that. That is a fact. The Center of Urban Research said that 70% of white people who have property, have living trust, or have estate planning. 70% of Black people do not. It's a problem. Why? Because when you die, your kids is going to end up fighting each other. And you look at James Brown, it took them 13 years to settle his estate. You look at Aretha Franklin, took several years. John Singleton, Prince, none of these people had their stuff set up in living trust. A will is only directions. A living trust is your ironclad way to pass your property so that there's no issues. Okay. So when I sell homes that are in living trust, it's a 30-day process. But if they don't have a living trust, it is a 2-year minimum process and it goes to probate. It is costly and it's time consuming. So as we are building our wealth, Black people, and we're buying these properties and we're doing all these things, it's paramount that we also have the estate plan so that we could properly pass these properties to our children and our children's children. The Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance to his children and his children's children. So living trusts are relatively expensive. My first living trust, I paid $3,000 for it. And what happened was when I purchased a property up here, I was updating my living trust using ChatGPT, no less. So I was on a podcast a few months ago and I was like, hey, I think it was back in January. I was like, listen, I just updated my living trust. You could do it, blah, blah, blah. So I'm telling people how to do it. And I was like, let me just create an ebook to show people how to create their own living trust. You could you could do it yourself, take it to an attorney if you don't feel good about it, and you won't be charged $3,000 for an attorney to look over it. But in this ebook that I created on makemylivingtrust.com, it's $20. Now you can spend $3,000 on an attorney if you want to, and that's totally fine. And listen, I'm not mad at you if you do. I think that's great if you have the money to invest. If you don't, this ebook is $20. I tell you how to create your living trust according to your state guidelines. I tell you where to file your living trust, how to record it. I've helped thousands of people at this point create their living trust. Thousands of people have bought this ebook and have shared it. My celebrity friends are using this for their own living trust. So I'm not getting rich off of this for $20, but I just want to make it accessible to my people because we perish for a lack of knowledge. And now that I'm giving you the knowledge, you're like, okay, well, I can't afford it. Well, I'm giving you an affordable solution. So I got a living trust website. Go to makemylivingtrust.com and you're able to make your own living trust using ChatGPT. I give you the prompts. I give you everything that you need in order to create your living trust. So now we're getting property, we're building our wealth portfolio, but we're also protecting our assets and we're properly passing it to our children. That's important. So again, all this stuff that's going on with Trump and everything that's going on politically, this is time for the great awakening, Black people. This is time for the great awakening, Black people. And I want this for us more than anything. So if you don't have it, go out and get it. I'm looking at my phone right now and I'm seeing that you guys are purchasing it. So congratulations to you. If you have questions on it, just let me know. But it's pretty straightforward. People are doing it. I've shown you how to record it. Like if you have property, purchase your living trust. If you don't have property, get some property. If you need to holler at me, I'm licensed. I have a mortgage company. I'm licensed in California, Maryland, Virginia, Texas. No, not Texas yet. I'm going to get licensed in Texas this week because a lot of people in Texas are asking me. So I'm licensed in California, Maryland, DC, Virginia, and Georgia right now. And I'm expanding that. And I'm basically expanding the states based upon need. Just because I have people all over. They're like, Constance, can you help me? Can you help me get my loan? Can you help me with whatever? So I'll end up getting licensed in different states just to be able to help more people. Because that's what it's about. Like, I was like, hey, I'll refer you to other people, or, just find somebody out in your area. But the problem is a lot of people don't know how to work these strategies that are really beneficial. A lot of people don't know. There's people on here that said, oh, I do loans and that's mortgage fraud. That's not mortgage fraud. You could look it up. It's not mortgage fraud. I'm not telling you to purchase 2 owner occupied properties at the same time. I'm telling you what to do in order to build together. That living trust that you put over that gives you the protection. You have your directives. That properties are not owned by an individual. So even though it's in your name, it's owned by the trust. You are the beneficiaries. Your children are the beneficiaries. So if something happens to you, it goes to that other person. Seamless. It's a seamless process. Okay. So I want you to make sure that you get your living trust, y'all. Get your living trust. Because at the end of the day, we all about this channel. Somebody said this channel sucks. This channel is about building Black people. So if you are down to build our community, I am down with you. I'll be on Dr. Boyce's podcast tomorrow. I think at 10 o'clock. They just texted me. They asked me to be on there tomorrow. Because we're going to be starting up the B1 Real Estate Mastery Training. And I don't know if you know, but I just finished a 1-year cohort, and this one's going to be 6 months, but I just finished a 1-year cohort with people, just showing them how to invest. And I'm so excited about doing it again. In this cohort, I'm going to show them how to practice collective economics, because that's so necessary. We got to come together, Black people. I'm going to show you how to vet your joint venture partnerships, how to seek out joint venture partnerships. Because what I learned in the first cohort is put the B1 Real Estate. Make My Living Trust. Go ahead, put makemylivingtrust.com. What I learned through the first cohort is that I've given so much knowledge and information. And so a lot of people were able to invest. That's great. But some people weren't, because they just didn't have the money. They didn't have the means. And so we're going to be pulling our funds, pulling our, as a joint venture partner, you might have the expertise. Somebody else might have the money. You may have the administrative skills. So we're going to be putting people together so that we can start investing. Right? Investing one, and then we're going to start developing. And I don't know if you know about developing, but that's much longer money and that's more impact. Developing is something totally different. And so we're going to be creating communities in different locations where we're, helping folks to get in these places. Not only do we want to build these houses, but we want to create homeowners for our people. So that's what we're going to be doing inside the B1 Real Estate Mastery Training. That I'll be on Boyce's podcast tomorrow morning, I think at 10 a.m. Eastern, but we're also going to be doing a training next week, I think on the 11th, September 11th. But if you are interested and you want to get a head start, go to b1realestatemastry.com. And I'm really excited about teaching that. That's my passion, is just teaching and helping Black people. That's what it is. Not anti anything else, but I just love helping my people because we need it. There's been so much disparity and travesty that's going on in our community that we just need it. And so I'm here to be a resource. I ain't here to separate Black people. I'm not one of them fast talking, internet gurus. I've been doing this shit for 20 years. I've been helping people in my community for 20 years. And I just, and the community has expanded, right? Because of the internet. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help people. And shout out to you for all the people who are ordering it. But let me just shout out to people who are ordering the book. But I just want to be a resource to people. That's it. I ain't trying to get over on nobody. I ain't trying to make a quick buck. I'm not super rich. I ain't made $35 million in a year, nothing like that. I'm not her, but I have, made some great investments. I built the largest Black-owned real estate firm in California. It's not fast money. That took some time. I've invested investment properties. In the beginning, I told you about the co-op spot. I own a commercial building. I own a marijuana dispensary. These are investments that it took, that was some trial and error to get there. Y'all, this ain't none of this stuff. This fast money don't last. I was just looking on Instagram, these Instagram gurus that got real rich during COVID that was telling y'all how to scam these banks. It's bad. And that's that fast money that I'm talking about. I'm not her. So I just want to help Black people. So let me see. Let me just shout out the people who have ordered. Let me see. Where did it go? I just saw some folks. Sharon Warren, let me see. 70 people today ordered it. Sharon Warren, Verma Satterfield, Tara, Sharon Winfield, Durantes Rogers, Alicia Glenn, Shaheem Burbridge, Cynthia Alexander, Rose Jackson, Maya Berries, Shatrice Malcolm. Those are just a few of the people who ordered within the last hour. So just shout out to you for those of you who ordered the Make My Living Trust ebook. Again, $20. Go to makemylivingtrust.com. And I just want to help you. That's it. That's all. That's all I'm here for. And I just believe that when you help somebody, when you truly helping people, when you're coming from a place where you really want to help people, God is going to bless you. I'm going to always eat. I'm going to always eat. You know, it might be feast or famine. I might be famining, but I'm going to eat too, because there's always somebody to help. Finally, I'm going to end, but I do want to tell you this, y'all. Net 7 Nation, the launch is tomorrow. The Net 7 Nation launch is tomorrow. So I don't know if you guys know about the Net 7 Nation, but I do what's called the Net 7 Collective. And the Net 7 Collective is my inner circle of Black women that I coach from all over the country and even internationally. And so we are starting the Net 7 Nation tomorrow and all over the country. And there's going to be chapters, local chapters all over the place, which we're really excited about. So our first meeting is going to be tomorrow night at 7 Eastern. And I'm just going to be rolling it out and I'm going to be talking, but I really want you guys to be a part of it. If you are a Black woman or you know a Black woman, listen, they need to be a part of this. Let me just tell you about what Net 7 Nation is. All right.
I never thought I'd be starting over. After over 20 years of marriage, 4 beautiful children, and building the largest Black-owned real estate firm in California, I thought I finally arrived. Life was good. I was making money. I had a team, investments, a mortgage company. Everything I had worked for, prayed for, bled for, I'd built with my own hands. And then my whole world shifted. Divorce hit me like a wrecking ball. So I abruptly packed up my life. I left my business and I moved across the country. Not because I had it all figured out, because I needed some space to breathe. And what most people don't know is I was able to walk away and take a 2-year break because I had built passive income. That's what freedom looks like. Having my money work for me when I couldn't even work for myself. And during that time of stillness, I prayed, I fasted, I asked God, what's now? That's when He gave me the vision for Net 7 Collective. I looked around and I realized most of the people who worked for me were Black women. My tribe, my circle, all Black women. And I saw what we needed. We needed wealth. We needed healing. We needed options. We needed each other. I wanted to empower women who looked like me, who had given their all to everybody else, to finally pour into themselves, to build businesses, to invest, to write books, to own something. And baby, they did. Over 80 women all across the country and even globally had increased their net worth, they grew new income streams, and they stepped into their power that they didn't even know that they had. But beyond the money, they found sisterhood. And now we're building Net 7 Nation because this movement is bigger than just a cohort. This is grassroots. This is legacy. And if you're a Black woman or you know one who's ready to get free, not just financially, but spiritually, emotionally, generationally, it's time. Welcome to Net 7 Nation.
I'm so proud of these ladies. Like I said, as a result of them going through this program, they are authors. They are getting government contracts. They are speaking. They have created programs. They are doing some amazing things in the world. And so what we decided to do is we decided to expand it so it's not so exclusive and so unattainable for a lot of people. And so we just want to just spread the love and this is community. This is community-based growth and development. And I'm really excited about it. So we had over 500 women say that they want to be a part of it from 20 different countries. And this is going to be something that I think is going to make history. It's going to make an impact on our community. And that's the only thing that I really want to do. So if you are a Black woman or you know a Black woman, have them go to net7nation.com. They can sign up for the call tomorrow. We'll be doing a call tomorrow at 7:00. And I'll be introducing the chapter leaders, and letting you guys know, what's ahead. So go to net7nation.com. And then, shout out to all of you guys. Remember, I want y'all to hold me accountable. Hold your sis accountable. I got to lose 16 pounds. I'm 176 pounds. I'm trying to get down to 160. Okay, it's one. So Robert, F what you talking about. You said I weighed 185 pounds. I'm still mad at that. Black Panther, you said you saw my building. I own the co-op spot down in Sacramento, Midtown by the train tracks. Yeah. And so it was an amazing opportunity. But now I'm going to be taking my talents to the DMV and building something great out here. But for now, we have the Net 7 Nation. So this is attainable for all Black women. Every Black woman needs to be a part of this. Real shit. Every Black woman who wants to do something for themselves needs to do this. Black Panther, I don't have a physical office in Sacramento, but I still have a team of agents in California. Okay, so I'm licensed there. I don't have a physical office there, but I still have agents out there. So if you need help with your real estate needs, Catalyst Real Estate Professionals can definitely help you. All right. All right, y'all. I love you guys. Like for real in real life. And thank you guys for rocking with me. It's almost 800 people on here right now. And I appreciate, Jahari Williams, she can help you. She can take care of you. But thank you for rocking with me and just, being mindless in the beginning and listen to me rant about my weekend and all the other things. But I love y'all. And listen, in the future, every time I come live, I want to give you guys an opportunity to come live with me. Go to Talk Black, come on, Jahari, to me.com. Talk Black, the number 2 me. Jahari. Oh, there it is. My bad. talkblacktome.com so that you can log on with me and then we can have a conversation. I'd love to engage with you. And even if you want to turn your camera off, you don't want to have your face on it, you want us to hear your audio, that's totally fine too. But I like to look at you. But if you don't want to turn your camera on, you can get on here with me and I can just listen to your audio too. All right. So every time I come live, you're going to have an opportunity to talk Black to me. All right, so tomorrow I'm not going to be live because I'm on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, but I'll be on Dr. Boyce's channel tomorrow morning at 10 Eastern. I love y'all. Hey, happy Labor Day. Hopefully none of y'all laboring. Hopefully y'all took the time out and none of y'all laboring.